Hi everyone, I'm Amanda L. This is Lily. That is Stella, and today we are going to do a supportive, relaxed yoga flow. This is great after traveling, when you're super tired, super sore from a workout or something else, whenever you really need to stick low to the ground and just stretch it out. You will need a strap for this practice. If you don't have one, you can use a towel, a blanket, a really resistance band, a t-shirt, just anything where you can kind of have something to support you along the way. If you don't have one, you could obviously do this class without too, but it's a little better for a little extra support to have something. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat, grab your strap, and let's get started. We are going to start right away on our backs, coming onto your back, making sure you have your strap or supportive thing beside you in easy reach. And then just bringing your knees in, feet pressing down onto the mat, hands out at your side or resting on your body. Giving yourself a moment to connect here. Connect to yourself, connect to your breath, your mat, this present moment. And then taking a big inhale, stretching your arms up above your head, and then lengthening out through the legs, stretching them away from your body. Clasping onto the left elbow with the right hand, and then just picking your hips up and shifting them so slightly towards the right. Once you have that, bringing your feet over towards the left, crossing at the ankles with the right foot on top. And then tipping your arms up and over towards the left side as well. So you're in a banana shape. I want you to think about pressing down the right hip. So connecting the right glute, the right back body towards the mat. You can bend more towards that left side for a bit more of a stretch. You can also play around with the clasps of the hands. I like to clasp onto that left wrist and then kind of pull it away from me while I'm holding onto it with that right hand. But you can also grab onto the right wrist and pull it away from you. So making this your own, feeling into it. It is raining today and Lily is afraid of the rain, so she will probably be joining in and out of the video here. Releasing out of that, switching to the other side. So picking up your hips, shifting them towards the left side. Everything else comes towards the right. Left ankle on top. Grabbing a hold of either wrist to get that upper body, side body stretch. And then releasing through center, grabbing a hold of your strap, and then hooking it onto the bottom of the right foot. So just bringing the strap or your t-shirt or whatever it is onto the arch of that right foot, keeping the left knee bent, sole of the left foot pressing into the mat for this moment. And then pulling the right leg towards you. Maybe you're not making it very far. That's more than fine. I was going to say that's fine, but it's more than fine. Just allowing yourself to be where you're at and maybe even coming out of it a bit further, so not going into the full stretch. And just feeling into where you're at, feeling what you feel, noticing what benefit you can get from wherever you decide to land. Then starting to sway that leg from side to side, guiding it with your strap as support. And this can be such a tiny movement from side to side, or you can make it bigger. And letting this side to side motion move into a circle, so circling that leg. Taking it slow. And then reverse the circle. And just settle into stillness once more. Beginning a gentle pulsing. And finding stillness. This time straightening out through the right or the left leg, allowing it to connect with the mat. You can stay here if you'd like to come into a twist like this, guiding that foot towards the left side, using your left hand as easiest, at least for me in my experience, and then finding that twist. If this is too much, you can release the strap, just coming into a more supportive, more gentle twist. Guiding that leg back up through center and then over towards the right. So you can take it as far as you can take it. I could probably go a little further, but I ran into the wall, so I'm just going to hang it here. But coming towards that right side, maybe you don't even make it that far. Maybe you just make it like just off to the right. Wherever it's at, letting it land, breathing into it. And then releasing, taking the strap off of that leg. Maybe you shake it out. Planting the sole of the right foot onto the mat. Strap goes onto the arch of the left foot, bringing it in towards your body. Noticing the differences on each side. This side for me is so much tighter, but that's where I'm at. That's how it will be. Swaying that leg from side to side. Letting that sway turn into circles one way. And reverse. Coming back through center, holding in stillness. Then bringing in a bit of pulsing. As you're pulsing, straightening out the right leg. And then finding your twist towards that right side. Back through center. Leg falls towards the left. And coming back to the middle, letting go of the strap, shaking out the leg, and rocking up to sit. So you can rock and roll on your spine a few times before coming up into a seat up on your knees or just cross-legged. Grabbing the strap once more, placing it in both hands, and then reaching them up above the head. So you'll have like a V shape with your hands. I want you to tip over towards the right side. Not just tipping, but really like lengthening through the left side as you tip over. So you might not tip as far as you could, but you're bringing in more length through that side body. Starting to turn your palms towards the left as you remain in that twist or that tip. And you twist here and then you release back to facing towards the front of your mat. Twisting towards the left and release. One more time, twist. And then coming up through center, tipping over towards the left side. Really reaching up and out of that right side as you tip over. Turning your center towards the right. This might be such a small movement, release, that you can barely even note it. Like you feel it, but you can barely even see it. Twisting towards the right. Release. One more time. And then release. Bringing your hands down, releasing the strap to the front of the mat, swinging your legs around, coming up onto all fours. Rolling through a few cat-cows, swaying a bit side to side. Turning your fingertips back towards your knees, getting a bit of a stretch through the wrists since we've been grabbing onto the strap throughout this practice. Maybe some pulsing here or just settling in stillness. Flipping your fingertips out towards the sides, rocking from side to side. Then bring your palms face up, fingertips pointing in towards each other. If you need to lean back a bit, if that's too much on your wrist, you can lean your weight back to bring some weight off of your wrist. But lowering down, bending through the elbows, and then pressing back up. Lower and raise yourself up. One more time, lower and lift. This time, bringing your fingertips in, trying to make a fist. You probably won't, I can't, but feeling into that stretch. Sitting back onto your heels, shaking out through the wrists. Clasping your hands back behind you, big inhale, opening up through the hearts. And then releasing. Coming into one downward dog of the practice. Big inhale once you land there. Easy exhale. Walking your hands back to the back of the mat. Folding over, forward folds. Heel toe your feet out towards the edges of the mat. Sinking into a squat. Pausing here for a moment. Before bringing yourself down into a seat. Grabbing a hold of your strap. Straightening out through the legs. And then hooking the strap onto the soles of the feet or the arches of the feet onto the feet. Once you have that all set up, grabbing a hold of the strap, big inhale, tall through the spine, easy exhale, fold. As you fold, you're flexing through the feet, bringing them towards you, flat back. So this isn't the deepest fold we can go into. We are creating space through length. Straight through the legs as much as possible, straight through the spine as much as possible, pulling, not as much as possible, but you know your limits, knowing your limits as you pull your feet towards you and your upper body towards your feet. Releasing the strap and then coming into the fold. Looking around through your spine and just let it all go as you stretch here. Running up to seat, going into a nice cross-legged seat. And closing the eyes. Allowing yourself to be here for a moment. Taking a big inhale up through the nose. Long exhale out the mouth. And opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below and let me know in the comments if there are any special requests for any future classes. And with that, I will see you next time.